Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome Tag, good to see ya. Late start today because I had a grocery delivery to worry about, so that's done. I fed Cleo. Let's play video game. So we'll just see what we can get done today. Oh, we got an actual queue. First time I've seen a queue on Bismarck. That's a good sign. But yeah, so I was hoping to do the final Blue Mage chapter today and one of the Endwalker role quests. But we'll just see how much time we have. So we'll do the Blue Mage chapter 3 first. Then we'll see how I feel and how much time we got. Catching up on the final things that I wanted to stream from this game. Blue Mage. I really need to... I haven't done any research on Blue Mage as to what kind of setup I want for like healing and such. I keep seeing Blue Mage groups in the party finder to go get abilities from like Stormblood dungeons. I really need to sort out my Blue Mage setup so I can actually just join them without worrying. Collect some abilities. What the hell is that? An Ivan Curl Fistole. I thought it was a floating head, but it has a body. That's kind of cool. Alright, Blue Mage. Yes, I'm still leveling Bard and Red Mage. I'm not rushing them, I'm just having fun with it, so once they're leveled we can do all 5 role quests. Which is good because in the next patch, which is coming next week, 6.1, they're adding the another role quest at the end once you finish these 5. So that'll be good to do. But let's do Blue Mage. Over in Ulda. New Game Plus. Such a nice feature. They're adding Endwalker New Game Plus in the next patch as well. It's going to be a big patch. Tons of stuff. Feels good to have all of these filled in. Alright. The last time we showed Blue Mage, we did Chapter 1 and 2. First one was about meeting Martyn, learning how to be a Blue Mage, and we had to help. We had to save the Wallachie because there was a frickhead. I don't remember his name. He sucks, but he was trying to steal their land so that he could mine it for ceruleum. So we had to kick his butt, and we did. And part 2. Part 2 involved another frickhead. Fergeis, who wanted to take over our Master Carnivale. And we had to kick his butt. Now, part 3. This was added late Shadowbringers. Blue, best colour, according to the Blue Mage's NU. Yeah, blue's my favourite colour too. Definitely Martyn's favourite colour. Seeing as we found out even his underwear is blue. Pretty funny. Goldsmith? No. Miner. I saw on Twitter someone was talking about, apparently in FF11, Blue Mages are more of like a secret assassin society or something. Kind of hilarious how different it is here. Here it's like this weird wrestling setup. Gahiljar happy you defeat Siegfried. Maybe Celestium become more popular than Colosseum now, yes? Ah, the Siegfried fight was really cool. Thanks to you beating Siegfried, Celestium stay with Royce and Martyn find work for Blue Mages. Everyone a winner. Except Siegfried, of course. What else does he have to say? How goes the Blue Magin? Got yourself any new spells? As for me, I've been busy trying to make a new name for myself as a Zero the Third. I don't think they've figured out it's still the same old me, though. I did consider getting a new costume, but these things cost money, you know. Ah, that's right, yeah, he faked us out by pretending to retire, and now he's like, no, I'm a Zero the Third, a new beginning. So he's still doing the blue carnival thing. And I forgot to show, they give you job-specific gear. Yeah, when you finish that last quest, you get his mask. Mask of a Zero. Alright. Level 70. Well, level 60 through 70. Yeah, same. I wouldn't complain about having blue underclothes. Blue's a very good colour. Second-rate entertainment. Martyn seems pleased to see you. Melchan, how fares your delving into the deep waters of the blue? If you're worried about the guild, then let me set your mind at ease. Folk have been begging to join our ranks, and banging on our door day and night. Well, metaphorically speaking, of course. Even better, these eager young mages are so thirsty for knowledge, they've gone as far as the Far East and Alamigo to discover new spells. Ah, I remember not so long ago when it was just me trudging across the realm, and now there's a whole host of us working to improve the art. I'll have to jot these new tricks down in your spellbook, so you can go and have a look for yourself, eh? Oh, and I was meaning to tell you about that log I've been putting together. Thanks to you and our other colleagues, I've managed to construct a fairly convincing case for Blue Magic's unbeatable versatility, but a few more notes from the field wouldn't go astray. Anyway, that's about it for guild news. Ah, Piandi, my diligent disciple. Today's the day Melchan, I was hoping you'd be back. I've been practicing all the blue magic I could get my hands on, and would love for you to see my progress. Now, there'll be time for that later. As I was saying, today's the day for your big test. Where's the Lalafell? I sense something amiss. Where's your friend? I sense something amiss. Oh, you mean the tuber? He was doing so well. Then one day, not too long ago, he just left. Yes, it was a shame to lose so promising a pupil, but I'm sure he had his reasons. We can only hope he's out there somewhere, giving Blue Mages a good name. Melchan, no one told me you were available, darling. Not that the job I have in mind is worthy of your talents, in any case. I can make do with a Zero the Third here. You see, I'm hosting some patrons who've travelled all the way from the Far East to witness the spectacle of the Greater Zero, or one of his incarnations, doing battle in the masked carnival. Short notice, I know, but I'll need you in the Celestium right away. I'm sorry, Royce, but today is an important... Did I mention these patrons were wealthy Kugane merchants? Put on a good enough show, and we might snag ourselves some new investors, which means more coin to share around. Well, We wouldn't want to disappoint our distinguished guests now, would we? I'd better do some stretches. I'll let you administer Piandi's test for her, Melchan. Honestly, there's naught to it. I've already arranged a void scent for her to fight. All you need to do is see if she wins or not. Her opponent is waiting out at Spineless Basin, a big tentacled brute of a thing. Introduce yourselves, and then Piandi can have at it. Martyn never changes, does he? It makes my head spin. But at least this way I get to show you how much I've improved. Come on, let's go and find this void scent. I kind of feel bad for Martyn because we found out last time he's being mega underpaid by Royce. Martyn very confident and eager, yes? That is usually when things go wrong. Martyn, write more blue magic in your spellbook. It is gift of other brave adventurers who join Blue Mage's guild. So if you are brave, you can learn these new spells too. Speak with the tentacled void scent. We're going to go talk with a void scent. Happens every day. For the Warrior of Light, anyway. And who else could it be? It's Ultras. Hey, I know you. You're that Azero the Second character. Martyn told me I'll be training against some young and pretty up-and-comer, so you keep out of it, alright? Bloody Ultras. Now that's what I'm talking about. I promise not to bruise you too badly. Oh, the noises. Melchan, any advice for tackling this fiend? Turn him into takoyaki. Wear his imp attack. Yeah, he has an imp attack. Hey now, that hurt. Ow, right in the cephalopods. Enough, I yield. Uncle Ulti didn't sign up for this. A blue collar worker. Very good. I love that. Yeah, I feel like he's been getting exploited by Royce with his wage. I did it! I won! Now I can make my debut in the Masked Carnivale. The title of Azuro IV was riding on the outcome of this test, you see. Only, the honour really should have gone to Natiba. He's always been far more skilled in blue magic than me. I wonder what could have possessed him to leave like that. I could tell something was troubling him, but he vanished without a word. Seems such a waste to... But no, it's not my place to question his decisions. He has his life to lead, and I have mine. Let's head back into the city and see if Martyn's bout is finished, shall we? We meet again, darling. Don't call me darling. Don't like you. How went the testing then? Fantastic. So we've another Azuro to wow the crowds, eh? My own demonstration went rather well, I thought. In fact, our Far Eastern guest should be along soon to shower me with praise. Welcome, welcome. That was some performance, wouldn't you agree? I would not. Why, your masked carnival is simply a poor recreation of Kugane's own Fukumen fighting festival. Fukumen? Our word for masks, Miss Royce. They are worn by the blue wizards who duel the fearsome creatures of the festival, pitting spectacular spells against untamed ferocity. It has proven most popular with the masses. Did he say blue wizards? If I had known such second-rate entertainment awaited me here, I would have ended my journey in your golden saucer. Did I hear that straight? Because it sounds like someone's making money off of my enterprise. Martyn, I need you to board the next ship to Kugane and look into this Fukumen festival thing. If it really is a blatant imitation of the masked carnival, then I intend to object in the most strenuous terms. There will be magistrates involved. Personally, I'm curious about these so-called blue wizard fellows. If I find out they're making a mockery of our art, then there'll be 7 hells to pay. While Martyn's busy across the waves, we're relying on you to pick up the slack in the Celestium, darling. You earned the title of Azuro the Fourth. Now let's see how you fill out the costume. Hey, American. Welcome. Good to see you. Behold! The proud line of the Great Azuro lives on. You certainly look the part there, Piandi. Gods, I can feel the gap between teacher and pupil getting smaller by the day. I'd best be expanding my own spellbook if I'm to keep calling myself Guildmaster. And I reckon you should keep a step ahead as well. Basic Instinct is a good one to learn. Once you've mastered that, and polished your powers a bit, I'd appreciate it if you could stop by and check in on Piandi. I won't be around to offer instruction for a time, but I have great faith that the guild will never flounder with the two of you on the job. We'll be fine, I'm sure. It's Martyn I'm worried about. Anyway, I'll be holding the fort here should there be anything you need. You're a cat hiding behind a colourful mushroom. That is a cute emote. I like that one. That's cute. Any other dialogue? Oops. 3 cheers for Melchan. Aw, thank you. Not sure what I did to deserve that, but thank you. Everybody was Fukumen fighting. Piandi appears to be waiting for you. Melchan, you're looking even more competent than usual. I take it you followed Martyn's advice? Well, don't slow down now, because I've been improving by leaps and bounds. The Celestium still echoes with applause for the deeds of Azuro the Fourth. Speaking of fighting arenas, I have a letter here for you from the Guildmaster. I wonder how his investigation in Kugane is progressing. Dear Melchan, I write to you from lands foreign and forbidding, the bubbling of the tea kettle my constant companion. This missive should, by rights, be a comprehensive report on our Far Eastern competitors, but I must confess that my investigative efforts suffered a significant setback following my arrival in Kugane. I fear that the true purpose of my journey here will be delayed beyond the limits of Royce's patience, thus do I humbly beg you to render your assistance. Please come to the tea house in front of the Seki Segumi barracks, and I will explain everything. Waiting in hope, Martyn. Oh dear. I suppose we should have expected something like this. You will help him, won't you, Mel-chan? I shudder to think what kind of trouble he's found himself in. Of course. Did Martyn say to meet him in a tea house? I don't think I've ever seen him drink tea. Chukugane. Hydrate. That is a good idea. I shall hydrate. Oh dear. Your modem is having issues? Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game, thanks American. Yeah, I love this game. Oh, it's definitely one of my favourites of all time. I'm almost out of story content to show on stream though. So I'll be moving on to other games at some point. Some point soon. There's a big patch launching next week, so that'll have a bunch of new stuff to go through. But then I have to play other games. What are other games? Did you know there's other games? Weird. Martyn, what are you doing? Welcome, honoured customer. Can I interest you in a steaming cup of tea and a delectable dango? Sorry, Dungo. Mel-chan, you came. Had a change of profession. Nice robe? Nice robe. This is part of the, setback I mentioned in my letter. I was just about done for the morning anyway, so now's as good a time as any to talk. Well, when I first arrived in Kugane, I thought to myself, Martyn, you need to find yourself a place to stay. It must have taken, at least several moments before I got hopelessly lost in the back streets. And that's when a kindly Namazu offered to lend me a hand. Finn. Whatever. Yeah, we can see where this is going. Accepting his aid was the start of my misfortunes. The little bleeder had been knocked out, purse emptied, and stripped to the skin before I even knew what was happening. To add insult to injury, the local authorities' response to a befuddled, bare-bottomed man stumbling about town is to lock him up on charges of public indecency. I was able to plead innocence on that count, at least, but that still left me penniless, friendless, and naked as a newborn babe. The officers took pity on me then, and arranged a job for me here at the tea house in exchange for food and board. Once they'd lent me some clothes, of course. I've since been spending every spare moment learning the ins and outs of the perfect cup of tea, but I think I've got the hang of it now. I can finally start nosing into that Fukuman fighting festival, and, with your help, hopefully make up for lost time. Right then, I'll ask some questions about around the tea house, while you interrogate the clientele of the Shiokaze hostelry. Gently, mind you. Once you've ferreted out some choice bits of information, we can meet back here and compare notes. Let's get to it. He got mugged by that frickin' Namazu. Honestly, I'm surprised that he got mugged. He's actually a pretty good Blue Mage. I guess he was taken by surprise. Yeah, at some point I do want to check out the other FF games. This has really piqued my interest in the series. I've got so much stuff I want to play though. I'll try to squeeze it in. But I'm going to be playing Metroid Dread. I've got Breath of the Wild to get back to. Then I want to get back to the Ace Attorney series, which we were up to number 4 in that. Then there's Mario Odyssey. There's so many good games to play. Yeah, the FF7 remake looks amazing. I really want to play that. I know more about drinking than fighting, but even I've heard about this festival of yours. They opened its doors only a short while ago, but the battling beasts it showcases are already drawing huge crowds. The real stars, though, are the Blue Wizards. Their wild magics bring the customers back again and again, like a smooth cup of sake. That's all I know about the festival, but should you have any questions about sake, I do not. Do I know of it? I've been to see it. Blue Hood was a fan favourite for a while, but now everyone cheers for Golden Goliath. Not only has he bested every creature he's faced, he's also crushed any upstart brave enough to challenge his title. I should warn you now, friend. Tickets to the festival sell out quickly, but there's a price for everything, if you've the purse to pay for it. Like I said, you might have trouble securing tickets to a match, especially if you're keen to see Golden Goliath. You either need to be extremely swift, or extremely rich. Well, did you finish your first playthrough of Ace Attorney? Which one are you on? The very first one? Oh, doggo. You got a doggo. First one? Nice. Yeah, I really like the first one. The Fukuman Fighting Festival? Men slaughtering beasts? Ha! Where's the entertainment in that? I can understand the common folk lapping it up, but it seems that even the Lord Bugyo has fallen under its spell. Last I heard they were hosting matches in the No Theatre up at the castle. Unbelievable. The theatre was built as a stage to exhibit our traditional art forms, not this vulgar circus for the bloodthirsty masses. This festival is an insult to our cultural heritage. Well, that person has strong opinions. The trilogy? Nice. Yeah, the trilogy was a really good collection. I've been hoping they were going to do another trilogy for 4, 5, 6. Don't think they've announced anything like that yet, though. What did we find out then? Sounds to me like the festival is a recent phenomenon, which means it's almost certainly an imitation of our masked carnival. If we're to be completely sure, though, I need to see one of these matches with my own eyes. Now, I heard the same thing as you did about buying tickets. Seems they all sell out before you can bloody blink. But rumour has it they do a thriving trade on the black market. And as much as I'd prefer to avoid dealing with back alley types, I don't think we have time to mess about. Let's wander the streets around Kugane Dori and see what's on offer, shall we? Back alley dealings with ticket scalpers. Oh dear. Hello. Don't mind me just blowing stuff up. I don't think that's any faster because it has a cast time. Looks cool though. Gonna get mugged again? Keep an eye out for any shady looking characters. I'm looking at one. Festival tickets. I have tickets for the Fukumen and the fighting. Yes, yes. You! I know you! Gyoshin, Gyodo, Gyofin, Gyodo, I think? Yes, yes, it is I, your faithful Gyodo. Wait, you're that Namazu who robbed me. Well, you were all but asking to be robbed. How was I to know you were acquainted with our mutual friend here? I ought to gut you here in the street. Where's my money? Where are my clothes, you nasty little bottom feeder? No, let us not be hasty. Your money I can return, but the fine clothing sold quickly. Perhaps you will accept some other form of recompense. Yes, yes? Tickets! You were in search of Fukumen Fighting Festival tickets, were you not? Here, you must have this rare and valuable entry token, free of charge. We are even now, yes, yes? Then I must be on my way. Someone needs to stop that freaking Namazu. It's a terror. Well, I suppose I'll never see my clothing again. But at least I got some coins back and snagged an entry ticket into the bargain. Let's head on over to the castle and see if there's any matches underway. I imagine there's someone collecting tickets at the gate. Just up here. Hello. This ought to be interesting. Oh, are you in for a treat? The inimitable Golden Goliath is on the docket for today's entertainment. May I see your tickets, please? Will this get the both of us in? Certainly, sir. You are aware, however, that this token only permits entry to the preliminary matches? A full price ticket is required to view the main event. Frickin' Gyodo! That slimy, bewhiskered bugger must have slipped us the cheapest one he had. Well, never mind. As long as we can get some idea of what's going on in this festival of theirs. A Blue Mage Lalafell. Ladies and gentlemen, here to raise the curtain on this evening's spectacle of savagery is the illustrious sky-wrapped warrior himself, Blue Hood. Be amazed by his cerulean arts as he tangles with a terrible and tenacious Yangxian tiger. A masterful performance! While few compared to the magnificence of Golden Goliath, who can deny the talent apparent in Blue Hood, the original pioneer of blue wizardry? The pioneer of... It was me who brought blue magic to the masses, not this puffed-up pretender. I've seen enough. The spells are real, all right, but the execution is atrocious. It's an offence against our profession. Who's behind that mask, then, I'd like to know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we progress to the main event, Blue Hood himself has asked that you spare him a moment of your attention. Listen one, listen all. No occult tricks or arcane incantations can contend with the all-surpassing might of blue wizardry. Who among you dreams of holding such miraculous power in the palm of his or her hand? I know that voice. It's him. It's bloody Nutiba Buntiba. Are you saying that anyone can learn those spells? Even me? If you but possess the will, then I, the founder of Azure Evocations, need only to mark the way. I have with me a surfeit of talismans to awaken the blue spirit within you, and a stack of custom-made raiments to arm and garb you. Those first in line will also receive one of a limited number of blue wizardry spell tomes. Come forth and open your purses. The bold will be rewarded. Very familiar. Learn from him too well, exactly. That thieving bastard. I knew I was missing a cache of soul crystals. I mean, has he no shame? He's even stolen my old sales pitch, right down to the introductory offer. Ladies and gentlemen, I must ask that those without full price admission tickets to kindly vacate the seats. The main event is soon to commence. I wasn't entirely sure what we'd find in there, but it wasn't the great vanishing Nutiba, I can tell you that much. Let's wait around for a bit and see if he comes out. I think I'd like to have a few words with our budding entrepreneur. Hello. Well, well, fancy meeting you here, Nutiba. Hope you've got a good explanation for why you'd stab your old guildmaster in the back like this. Sorry? You must have mistaken me for someone else. I haven't the faintest idea what... You can drop the act already. I saw you flaunting your blue wizardry in that farce of a performance. And don't think I didn't recognise my missing soul crystals. Now see here. I don't know who you are or what you want, but I'll not have you endangering my investment. Have a care with whom you meddle. So he's just some two-gill villain, is he? Must have some stones on him if he thought he could conquer the castle, though. Ah, I recognise you now. That was a misunderstanding. I was a victim of circumstance. I've since put that all behind me and resumed my place as an upstanding citizen and businessman. Kageyama. I don't remember this guy, actually. Well, whatever you claim to be, it's clear that your enterprise is a blatant imitation of our masked carnival in Uldar. As Guildmaster of the Blue Mages, I demand you cease and desist in this unscrupulous attempt to profit from the spellcraft that I established. Do you expect me to simply crumble before your insistence? Who's to say that you are not the ones who mimicked us? If you truly are the founder of blue magic, then you won't mind giving us all a demonstration of your powers. Then you won't mind... Yeah, we can see where this is going. Hey, Scullivan. How are ya? Ah, thank you. Like my blue mage outfit? Nice. I challenge you to face the greatest combatant in the history of the Fukumen Fighting Festival, the undefeated Golden Goliath. Prove yourself against our champion, and we'll surrender to your demands. You find these terms acceptable, I trust? Of course. Consider your challenge accepted. Martyn... I need to just flick him in the face. That's what Alizé would do. Very good. I shall organise an exhibition match for the purpose, and inform you of the schedule at a later date. Don't stray too far now. Gods above, what have I got myself into this time? Come on, No-chan, I need to run back to the tea house. My shift is about to start. Martyn... Why did you say yes? What was his name? Kageyama. Yeah, I keep forgetting who this guy is. I'm just going to quickly Google him. Kageyama. Seems like he might be involved in some kind of beast tribe thing I haven't done yet. Okay, haven't done that yet. Then why did he recognize me? Internet's slow today. I'm not dropping any frames, so that's good. Kage. Oh, yep. Okay. He was the villain in one of the dungeons, one of the optional Stormblood dungeons as well. Yeah, Kugane Castle. Okay. I remember him now. I don't think I showed that on stream. Yeah, Kugane Castle. Yeah, he hired a bunch of people to invade the castle. And he took some dignitaries captive, including Lord Lolorito's niece, I think she was. So we had to go save her. Yeah, and the final battle was against, oh god, what's his name? Yojimbo, yeah. We had to fight Yojimbo at the end. And we had to, it was a fun boss fight. The villain, Kageyama, he was throwing out money to pay Yojimbo, and we had to steal the money before Yojimbo got it. So that he didn't have enough money to pay him. Pretty funny. So why is he allowed to roam free when he did some bad stuff? I was a victim of circumstance. I'll put all that behind me and resume my place as an upstanding citizen and businessman. Sure. Definitely trust him. Definitely. There's a lot of male Rugadan villains in the Blue Mage quests. Kind of weird. Right. All I have to do is beat this Golden Goliath fellow, and the festival is history. I mean, how difficult could it be? Even if he is their champion, the whole thing is an inferior contest in the first place. But even though I'm sure to win, it never pays to be overconfident. Best do some more investigating before the match, I'm thinking. By the way, you might want to keep yourself up to snuff on the off chance I'm unfit for battle on the day. Tingle is a handy spell to know. Ahem. Anyway, it's back to work for me. Tingle tingle. Kalulimpa. Get what here it is. Tingle. You learn it from a Namazu. Deals lightning damage to target. And it boosts your next physical damage spell. So it's an interesting little combo move. If I'm not here pouring tea, I'll be around nearby, sniffing out what I can about my opponent. I can't just beat this champion, you see. I've got to destroy him. Good luck, mate. Zero and Goliath. Martyn greets you with a confident smile. Melchan, been preparing for the unlikely event I was unfit for the match then? I appreciate the effort, but as you can see, I'm more than ready to tackle Golden Goliath my own self. Today is the day we go head to head, and I've been lurking around the festival to study my opponent's fighting style. From what I could gather, old Goldie learned all his spells from the exotic creatures in the festival, techniques I've never even seen or heard of before. But that just means his blue magic repertoire is limited. I, on the other hand, have spent many a moon building a diverse arsenal of offensive and defensive marvels. There's no way I can lose. Nothing is certain. Let's not get cocky. Don't get cocky, mate. I'll be fine, trust me. Although there is one tiny problem. I don't have my costume. I know it's silly, but getting into character helps me focus my skills. I've a mind to string up our friend Gyodo and find out where he sold my clothes. Feel like coming along? Good. My fellow tea house workers agreed to cover my duties, so I have a little time right now. Let's head into the alleys again and see if we can't flush out that fish. Go find Gyodo. I think Kugane might be one of my favourite cities in the game. Just such a beautiful aesthetic. Such a great vibe. I really like Charlayan as well. He's close, I reckon. I can almost smell him. Ew. Tickets! Get your Ah, it's you two again. I thought I could live without my old clothes, Gyodo, but it turns out I'm a bit sentimental. I need to know, who did you sell my wardrobe to? Your shiny outfit? Oh, I auctioned it off piece by piece through a second-hand dealer, and they were brought up by merchants from the Rakuza district and Kugane Dori. I don't know which shops have them now, but if you mean to buy your costume back, then you'd better hurry along, yes, yes? Well, that sounds like a two-mage job. Can I ask you to scour the stores on Kugane Dori? I'll take the Rakuza district. Buy any pieces you can, and we'll settle accounts over at the castle. Hopefully my purse can cover it. Look, mate, I'll take pity on you and buy them for you. I have 20 million gil. For now. Yeah, that bloody fish. Someone needs to stop that bloody fish. Auctioned off by Gyodo, you say? Ah, yes, those foreign garments. I just sold them. Well. Why yes, I did purchase something from a Namazu seller recently. You're referring to that unusual scepter, I assume? If you're quick, perhaps you can make a deal with the customer who bought it. Young Lalafell he was, left but a few moments ago. A Lalafell, eh? Yeah. Hello? Your hair looks very different. I have to go. After him, yeah. Oh. Forgive me for running. I just panicked and... You've been well, I hope. I've no wish to lie to you of all people, so let me confirm what the Guildmaster believes to be true. I am Blue Hood. Every part of this, stealing the soul crystals, setting up the festival, selling the secrets of blue wizardry, it was all my doing. I knew it was wrong, and I don't expect to be forgiven. But you should also know that I had no other choice, for reasons that I cannot presently explain. Here, this hardly begins to make up for what I've done, but I took the liberty of reclaiming Azuro's costume. Please see that it makes it into Martyn's hands. He'll need all the edge he can get against Golden Goliath, though I doubt it will do him any good. Fare you well, Mo-chan. Oh. It's gone. Every storekeeper who had a piece of my costume had already sold it. Don't suppose you had any better luck? This surprisingly complete and miraculously immaculate costume favoured by the great Azuro and his successive incarnations. You got the whole set? But how? And then Nutiba just gave it to you? I don't understand. What kind of game is he playing here? Well, let's leave that mystery for later. I have a match to win, and I don't need any more distractions. It's time for Azuro III to prove himself on this far eastern stage. I'll see what this Goldie is really made of. Well, what do you think? Do you think he's going to win? Ladies and gentlemen, for this evening's entertainment, we bring you an unranked exhibition match featuring the incomparable, the invincible, the inexorable, Golden Goliath! His opponent is a stranger to our shores, a challenger from the distant west, who seeks to pit his own formidable skills against our reigning champion. Please welcome, Azuro III! Polite clapping. Look at him. This fool is just some would-be Blue Hood. He'll never beat Golden Goliath. Aww. I'll show you how a real practitioner of blue magic fights. Have a taste of this! Have a taste of this! Bloody hells! Aho! The challenger appears to have some tricks up his sleeve, but will they be enough to topple our golden paragon? There's more where that came from. This is cool because he's showing off spells that I don't have yet. Oh, lasers! There's more where that came from. Oh. But no Blue Mage can do that, can they? And Azura the Third is down. Victory for Golden Goliath! Yeah, at least he didn't self-destruct this time. That's that, then. I failed. They'll never heed my demands now. And what were those spells Goldie cast at the end there? I swear I've only ever seen him using monster techniques. Then suddenly he's throwing flare and holy at me. I tell you, as a long-time student of the arcane arts, it eats me up inside. How can someone wield blue, white, and black magic all at the same bloody time? I ain't leaving until I get some answers. That was a sound thrashing you gave me, mate. But I've got to ask, where did you learn to fight like that? Who was your mentor? Mentor? I had no mentor. My arts are mine alone. They are inimitable. Clear off, you whimpering cur. Find someplace else to whine about your defeat. No mentor? So he taught himself all that stuff? It just doesn't seem possible. Blast, it's getting late. Sorry to rush off, but they'll be needing me back at the tea house. I do find it funny, he's also holding this other job. Quick change of outfit. This ain't about the festival anymore, Melchan. The reputation of our guild is at stake. I won't let it end in defeat. I'll challenge Goldie to a rematch, don't you worry about that. But first I need to learn more about the man and his inimitable art if I'm to have a fighting chance. Oh, and, you shouldn't neglect your studies while this is going on. Why don't you take a crack at acquiring Ultra Vibration? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got customers to serve. Ultra Vibration. That's the one that, I think it insta-kills enemies you petrify? Yeah, enemies that you've frozen or petrified. Insta-kills them. 2-minute cooldown, which is fair enough. Fair enough. I'll find a way to beat him, don't you worry. Just as soon as I get a quiet stretch at the tea house. I really like the Blue Mage icon, the cute little mask that they use for it. One of my favourite class icons, I think. Yeah, they really show him as, like, greedy, but he's really quite committed and responsible. Yeah, I really like him as a character. I hope he gets to cameo in stuff later. Where the gold goes. Martyn appears restless and frustrated. Mel-chan, Master in Ultra Vibration didn't get you shaken to pieces, I see. Me, I've been heading out when I can to work on the puzzle of old Goldie, but no matter how many pieces I find, I just can't seem to put a picture together. About the best I can think of is to follow him after a match, and see if he lets something slip. Come on, the boss has given me the evening off, so it's now or never. I wonder if his dialogue there changes depending on the time of day, because it's the evening right now, or night. The boss has given me the evening off. If it's morning, I wonder if he says the boss has given me the morning off. Keeping an eye on Party Finder. I'm trying to find the static. Most statics are like pretty far into the raid at the moment though, and I haven't done any of the Savage raids, so... The match should be over soon. Let's stay out of sight and wait for our friend, shall we? Yeah, he was trying to pay for medicine because he felt responsible for what was going on with the Wallachie. Yeah, I really like Martyn. Here we go. Not too close now. Doing a bit of stalking. Can't wait for 6.1. It's going to have so much good stuff. Going to have 5 more glamour plates. I'll get to use a glamour plate for Blue Mage. Goldie hopped on one of those huge birds and flew off somewhere. The handler tells me he's bound straight for a village called Namai and pays extra for the unusual route. I'll take a boat across to Yangsha right now so we don't lose him, but join me over there as soon as you can. Namai. I wonder, can you get a bird to Namai from here? No. I will teleport. Hello. How you doing? He's very intimidating. Looks like your average farming settlement to me. Wait, ain't that our man over there? Bit of an odd one, ain't he? So he's some kind of mimic. Strange thing to be doing in the middle of the street, but the villagers don't seem surprised by his antics. They must know him here, or better than they do in Kugane, at any rate. What say we split up and ask a few questions? A mimic. Golden Goliath? I've never heard that name. Maybe you can ask one of the grown-ups. Sorry, I don't know any gold people. Ah, Golden Goliath. That's what they call him in Hingashi, is it not? Around here, we know him as Gogo. He used to perform for us in the Enclave, but the Imperials had little use for a mimicer's talents. We were proud to hear he had met with such success over in Kugane. I miss the days when Gogo was an entertainer in Doma, but there was no future in it. Better that he find his fortune in Kugane. Gogo! Who? Oh, you mean Gogo. That arena name always throws me off, but yes, I know him well. He and I grew up here together, as a matter of fact. The man's talent for mimicry is nothing short of miraculous. He'd always been naturally good at it, then spent endless hours in practice till he was perfect. I've never seen anyone exactly like Gogo, yet he can be exactly like anyone else. Gogo. So this has got to be a reference to another FF game, hey? I meant to Google to check, actually. Final Fantasy Gogo from FF6. Yeah, an FF6 party member. Cool. A skilled mime, able to mimic the actions of other party members. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Rise? Man, I really want to play FF6. Ah, good timing, Melchan. My new mate here was just about to tell the story of Golden Goliath's rise to fame. Well, it all goes back to the time I was an impresario. Golden Goliath was one of the performers under my wing, although he went by just plain Gogo back then. This was in the years before Lord Kayan's rebellion. We lived under the Imperials' rule, but I suppose they saw no harm in letting us stage a few shows. And let me tell you, even then, Gogo was a crowd favourite. They couldn't get enough of him. With little more than a glance, he could mimic any gesture or expression with jaw-dropping exactitude. His proficiency extended even to the techniques of samurai and ninja. Such skills take years to acquire, and he would execute them flawlessly within moments. There was once an enraged samurai lord who sought to cut him down for his impudence, but Gogo replicated the attack so swiftly that the swordsman found himself on the defensive. In that moment, we witnessed him elevate the art of mimicry from performance art to martial art. The brutal suppression which followed Lord Kyan's uprising, however, marked an end to such entertainments. Gogo was forced off the stage, but his dedication to his craft never wavered. Later, rumours reached us of men who vied with monsters by using their own bestial attacks against them. Gogo was intrigued. He took ship to Kugane to see this spectacle for himself, and enlisted as a combatant in the Fukumen Fighting Festival. For one such as Gogo, imitating the art of blue wizardry was simplicity itself. Even in the arena, he needed but the blink of an eye to understand and master the attacks of his feral opponents. Not once did he taste defeat. And when challengers came forth to contest his supremacy, their techniques too did he turn against them. One by one, they fell, and so did the legend of Golden Goliath arise. This is such an interesting concept. Imagine if he joined the Scions. How amazing would he be? Like, how much can he copy, really? Could he copy like primal attacks and stuff? That is all I can say for now. As for the next chapter of Gogo's saga, well, that is something we all look forward to hearing. Well, I guess we learn how to mimic primal attacks as Blue Mages, so I don't see why he can't. I wonder how far you can take it. Bloody hells. From the way the old man described it, Goldie's mimicry sounds like a more advanced form of blue magic. We have to work for our spells, right? You provoke a creature into displaying an ability, and then you absorb its ether after you've won the fight. But Goldie skips past that last bit and picks up new tricks almost immediately. And it doesn't even need to be a monster. Swordplay, spellcraft, anything an opponent throws at him, he can learn. Just copying their movements wouldn't be enough. It's as if he perceives the attacks on some deeper level and mirrors the exact flow of their ether. Something like that would take a natural gift for observation, honed by years of patient study. Goldie, as we just discovered, has devoted his entire life to the art of mimicry, and I reckon this, ironically inimitable, talent is his reward. Even expert blue mages like you and me must seem like infants to him. There must be some way to claw out a victory. Let's head back to Kugane for the moment, and I'll try to think up a plan along the way. I wonder if he can see ether. Maybe he has that gift. Well, Melchan, I gave it some thought, and I believe I've hit upon a winning strategy. Goldie's mimicry is a formidable weapon, there's no doubt about that, but just because he's learned a bunch of spells and stuff doesn't mean he knows the best way to use them. Footwork and flexibility, that's what's important. And when it comes to battle instincts, I think I have the upper hand over some stage performer. It'll just be a case of dodging his attacks, while making sure I land a good walloping of my own. He won't even know what hit him. Sure. Speaking of improvements, why don't you see about learning Ethereal Spark? I'll be busy training for my grand rematch anyway, once I'm done serving tea. Ethereal Spark. Which one was that? I don't remember that one at all. Oh, it's got to be a target. Rude. An AoE dot. Interesting. Some more dialogue out of him. Don't let this tranquil tea house demeanour fool you. There's a battle raging inside my head. Every single moment, I'm thinking up strategies I can use against Golden Goliath. Master of Mimicry. Martyn appears to have mastered the art of tea house customer service. Melchan, keeping your feet wet in the blue, I see. In case you were wondering, I tried to arrange a rematch with Golden Goliath, but that smug bastard Kageyama wouldn't even give me the time of day. As far as he's concerned, the matter's already dead and buried. But I ain't one to give up so easily. I'll keep on hounding him until he's sick of the sight of me, and then... Royce? Welcome to Kagane. Can I get you a nice cup of tea? Do I look like I'm in the mood for tea? I got so tired of waiting for word of your investigation that I packed a bag and came here myself. And what do I discover, darling, but that you wagered the right to continue the Fukumen Fighting Festival on a trial by combat, which you then proceeded to lose? It wasn't my finest moment, no. I never should have delegated this business in the first place. From here on out, I will be taking charge of things, effective immediately. As a matter of fact, I already have an appointment outside the castle gates with the festival's founder, this Nutiba Buntiba of yours. Come along, darlings. I will not stand idly by while someone who isn't me profits from the idea of the masked carnival. Royce ain't one to mess about, is she? I think my days at the tea house might be numbered. Rip. It was good while it lasted. Royce will sort this out, just you watch. I half expected the rat to flee rather than face me, but it seems I get my audience after all. Now, maybe we can make some headway. Nutiba, I accuse you of founding the Fukumen Fighting Festival in a direct attempt to imitate and exploit the success of my masked carnival. I demand you cease operations and offer restitution for profits lost. And you better bloody well make up for stealing my soul crystals as well. I willingly confess to the crimes levelled against me, and offer you both my most sincere and regretful apologies. But I cannot halt what has been put in motion. As to the reasons why, well, that shameful explanation is what brought me out to meet with you today. I used to be a sailor from Limsala Minsa. To cut a long story short, I was on the crew of a trading ship which docked in Kugane, where I fell in love with a local girl. I asked for her hand in marriage, and that's where Kageyama came in. As the mediator employed for our betrothal, he offered to lend us the monumental sum required for the traditional exchange of gifts. By way of repayment, I was to help him avoid paying tariffs on soy sauce exports. I became a smuggler. The longer I toiled in the shadows, the firmer his grip closed upon me, until one day I realized there was no way to squirm free. It was then that Kageyama heard talk of the masked carnival. He grew obsessed with the idea of raking in the profits by beginning his own fighting arena in Kugane. To that end, he ordered me to travel to Uldar and steal the secrets of blue magic. My conscience rebelled in disgust, but the fear of what Kageyama might do to my fiancée was stronger. And so, resigned to carry out the deception, I apprenticed myself to the guildmaster. Once I'd acquired a solid foundation in the art, I awaited the chance to pilfer your cache of soul crystals, and then fled into the night. I did not expect this simple admission of guilt to absolve me of my transgressions. Yet beyond that, I can give you no more, not without risking the safety of the one I hold most dear. Surely you understand? Aww. Kageyama, you said. The name rings a bell, but I thought he was just another rich Kugane merchant. This goes beyond commercial ruthlessness. Damn you, Kageyama. You've got a lot to answer for. Did someone call my name? Why are you out here wasting words on this flea-ridden failure? If you have time to chat, you have time to market our blue wizard wares. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Royce, and I'm the manager of the Masked Carnival. This little show you're running here is a brazen theft of my entrepreneurial idea. Again with this idiocy. You forfeited all rights to that claim the moment your man here lost against our champion. I acknowledge his defeat here in Kugane, but that was on foreign soil, where you held every advantage. Isn't it only fair that we have the chance to prove our legitimacy on more familiar ground? Try to twist things all you like, Miss Manager, but what's done is done. Besides, what could I possibly stand to gain by allowing you a rematch? A renegotiation of the terms, then. Should you win again, I promise to sign over to you full ownership of the Masked Carnival. Haha, you have a deal. Just name the day. Not so fast. To clarify, a victory will only be considered valid if won in our home city of Uldar. Also, I reserve the option to nominate this mage, Azura II, to fight on our behalf. Yes, very well. Golden Goliath will slaughter any combatant you care to bring into the ring. Your business is as good as mine. Well, we sure do have to win a lot of fights to keep the Masked Carnival. Well, to keep it for Royce, I guess. My apologies for the sudden shift in responsibility, Melchan, but there's no one else I'd trust to shoulder the burden. I can handle it. I knew this would happen. ... I can handle it. I know you can, darling, and we love you for it. I wouldn't have minded another shot myself, but Royce has the last word in these things, and you are the best choice, if I'm being honest. That's settled then. Let's saddle up and head home. I kind of feel like we should own the Masked Carnival, not her, by this point. If you promise to pay the poor man more. Yes, yeah, I should negotiate my own terms, eh? I just knew this would lead to more trouble, but I'm glad to see you back safe and sound, Melchan. It's good to be home. Strange, though. I sort of miss the fragrance of freshly brewed tea. Oh, brew some tea. Didn't get much of these two in this quest line, sadly. Kageyama and Nutiba are already here with Golden Goliath, fitting him for a new costume in one of the Celestium's anterooms. I have a new outfit for you as well, and I want you wearing it for the pre-match announcement. Don't worry, darling, you'll look splendid. Go on now, light up the stage. I forget what the new costume looks like. We shall see. Oh, yeah. That is a costume. I have a top hat. Ladies and gentlemen, today we introduce a new challenger to our champion's crown. This enigmatic combatant hails from the far eastern nation of Hingashi, a man who beguiles his foes with preternatural feats of imitation. I present to you Gogo, Master of Mimicry. And he looks very different. Prepare to be bested. May the best warrior win. Keep it above the belt. May the best warrior win. May the best warrior win. Oh-ho! And so it begins, folks. With what appears to be a mocking taunt, the challenger Gogo has favoured us with a preview of his mimicking talents. But can a clever replication truly stack up against a genuine article? Come one, come all to this titanic contest, and witness the outcome for yourself. Got a picture of the FF6 party member here, so yeah, that costume is definitely based on them. Go, go. It's a very colourful costume. Home, wrapped in mystery. Age, wrapped in mystery. Hobby, mimicking. Interesting. I wonder if anyone's done like a video series on all the different references throughout FF14 to the other games, like aimed at people like me who haven't played the other FF games. I would love to see that. A discount Gilgamesh? Huh. I suppose it does. Oh, Melchan, you looked absolutely splendid. The perfect paragon of a Blue Mage. You, didn't see any extra outfits in my size, did you? You want that outfit? You want to show off the thighs a bit? The crowd is primed for blood now, darling. Enter the Celestium when you're ready, and expose this master of mimicry for the cheap fraud he is. I wonder if I can get Royce to make me one of those costumes. Sorry. Back to the task at hand. If I've learned anything about Gogo, then he'll be soaking up the skills of every creature in the masked carnival in preparation for your bout. But no matter what spells he brings to bear, remember that you've got the upper hand when it comes to battle experience. And just in case you're keen to accumulate a little more, I've added some new places you can visit to your Blue Mage log. Like I said, focus on footwork and flexibility. We're counting on you to take down that clown and uphold the honour of your fellow Blue Mages. A new stage. And I've already beaten Gogo. They only add one new Mask Carnivale stage. Anything Gogos. It was a really good fight though, from what I remember. So I've recorded that fight. Just find the VOD. Blue Mage Fight 3, there it is. And I had a bunch of failures, so we will find the successful attempt in this video. Boop. There we go. Let's see. Where's the successful attempt? It has 2 phases. Alright, so that's phase 1. Okay, so around 22. Okay, let's look at some deaths first. So he does a thing where he goes into a mimic stance. And he uses a ton of different abilities from the other boss fights. And all the other creatures of the Carnivale. It's got unique music, which I'm assuming is from FF6. It is nice. I like this tune, actually. Mimicked Doom Impending. I forget what that is. I think that's... Yeah, so he casts Mimic, and if you attack him while he's mimicking, he just deflects it back for a ton of damage. So you gotta stop when he's doing that. An imitation of Siegfried. Be rude. Alright, hang on. Where's my deaths? See me die. I got blown up by a meteor. Gogo meteor. Pulled into a tornado. And was this a successful attempt? Must have been, yeah. Alright, we'll go watch from the start. Blown up by a meteor. In FF5, Gogo is also present as a boss. Ah! You beat him by doing literally nothing. Oh, that's awesome! He compliments you for mimicking him mimicking you doing nothing. That's amazing. Oh, that's great. I love the music. If you attack him, he kind of goes berserk with all top tier spells, including Meteor. Oh god. So you seek to do perfectly nothing perfectly? A clever tactic, but I have the entire Masked Carnivale to mimic. Perfectly nothing perfectly. Does Ultros's imp song, tries to turn you into an imp. You have to interrupt it. Ah yes, I'm using healer stance for stronger heals. Yeah, so this move puts Doom on you and you have to get to full health to get rid of the Doom. But it also makes you immune to healing, so you have to be full health before he finishes casting it, so that it drops off immediately. It's a pretty cool fight, actually. They did a really good job with these Carnival fights. Created his own copy like Siegfried did. Raw Instinct, what was that one? Oh, he starts doing crits. Lots of damage. Bum, bum. Hammer! Might be my favourite Blue Mage ability so far, just dropping a big old hammer on him. Slap you with a fish. Doom impending. So I healed myself to full. You see the Doom pops up and then leaves immediately. If you're not full health, then you can't get rid of Doom, and then you just die. So I remember thinking phase 1 is rather long. Phase 2 is pretty exciting, it just takes a while to get there. I'm glad it doesn't copy your healing ability. That would be kind of painful. Phase 1 down. There's only 2 phases. Phase 2 is pretty wild from what I remember. And Kageyama yelled at him to go for the throat. The way he does business. Very well, I shall emulate your way of doing business. Gogo Thunder. Gogo Flare. Gogo Gadget. This part is pretty scary from what I remember. Just the meteors, yeah. Dropping meteors around the place. Go get away from that to take less damage. Or dodging tons of stuff on the floor. Just meteors falling everywhere. And the whole floor lights up, and you can't dodge this meteor. You have to use some kind of very strong defensive. So Blue Mage has something called Diamond Back, which makes you take 90% less damage, I think it is. It's kind of huge, but you can't do anything for the next 10 seconds, so you use that to survive the huge meteor. It just covers the arena in freaking tornadoes, so you can't see anything. And then starts throwing down thunders, so you kind of try and bait them into these little empty spots, so you've got room to move. Oh yeah, and that fire puts a debuff on you where if you take any actions, if you move or anything, you will take tons of damage, so you stop moving for a few seconds. Yeah, the flare holy combo, so that's what he used to destroy Martyn. So we pop Diamond back for that as well. Take less damage. The boss fight opens with him explaining, if you attack, I will attack. If you cast a spell, I'll cast a spell. If you could mimic me, you'd certainly win. You're doing perfectly nothing perfectly line. Ah, that's a cool reference that they worked in here. FF Union's evolution videos. Yeah, no, I'd like that tag. I'd like to check out the evolution of White Mage, that'd be cool. Yeah, so the whole fight cycles through these same mechanics. Gotta do the meteor survival. You can see how much damage we take even with the 90% reduction. And there, I was worried I was too close to the tornado, but thankfully I was not. Because if you're too close, it just pulls you in and does tons of damage. And you'll probably die. Oh yeah, he puts a heavy debuff on you as well to make it harder to dodge stuff. So you need to bring something along to dispel that. And here's the fire, so if I stop moving... Their fight design has come a long way. Diamond back. Oh, I didn't realise how much mana that costs. 3,000. Better keep an eye on your mana. Oh yeah, I'm using Blood Drain, get a bit of mana back. Meteors! It's a very intimidating phase. My health. Oh yeah, and you want to make sure you diamond back in the center, otherwise he might spawn a tornado on you, because he always spawns the tornadoes on the edge. So you might get pulled into a tornado just as your diamond back runs out. So you want to do that in the center. Boom! Can't see. Slow and steady wins the fight. I'm not really like optimizing my damage or anything, I'm just making sure I survive the mechanics. Hammer! Probably have killed him there, but I would have played it safe. Went for the diamond back. Actually, I probably thought the dot was going to kill him, but it didn't quite. It ran out. A good performer never freezes. Oh, I think that's because I tried to freeze him. I think he's immune to that. And there we go. Funny if Perpetual Ray worked on him. What did Perpetual Ray do again? I forget. And that was Gogo. Really cool fight. The Blue Mage bosses are so well made. That's the video. Oop. Guaranteed 1 second stun that doesn't increase stun resistance. Oh wow. That's rude. I don't think I have that one yet. That's great. 3 cheers for Martyn. Thank you. The Tooljar here from Siegfried, also known as Zinberg. How you saved entire staff from awful fate. That's right, we've seen that dialogue. He complained he had no part to play. You made Gogo go bye-bye? See, Gahiljar just as smart with words as Latuljar. You can do this, Martyn. Gogo might be one monster of a mimic, but he can't copy your instinct for combat. Let's see him contend with a true master of the blue. Done. A future in blue. Martyn has the look of a man bursting with pride and eager to bestow praise. We saw it all, Martyn. You showed him, then he showed you, and then you showed him right back again. Ha! In the end, Gogo was no match for your mastery of blue magic. It was simply amazing. I can see I have some work to do if Azero the Fourth is to follow in your footsteps. Ah, here's Royce. Come to heap praise on you as well, no doubt. You're gonna replay FF5 again? Have fun. You're gonna do a fiesta? The FF5 fiesta? You are? Ah, cool. That's in June. Nice. Hope you enjoy it. There you are, darling. Twice saviour of the masked carnival and hero of the hour. Thanks to you, we now have proof that my enterprise precedes and exceeds the sham that is the Fukumen Fighting Festival. You are the first opponent to ever outwit my mimicry. I bow to your skill. My whole life has been devoted to the art of imitation, and so I must grasp this opportunity to emulate such perfection. What is it you'll be doing now? Probably some side quests and stuff. Saving the world. Adventuring. ... Well, adventuring is what my character's doing now, but at the point of time I did this quest line, it was saving the world. Then I, too, shall do the same, is what I would like to say. but my defeat at your hands tells me that I'm not yet up to the task. It is time I sought out a higher peak of expertise, and when I attain that lofty ground, I hope that you will consent to battle me once more. I suppose I'll have to put an end to the festival. It's only fair, but I fear Kageyama won't see it that way, and he still has my fiancée. You tricked me! Even if I accept this as a loss, we will stand even at 1 victory each. You have no grounds to claim superiority or precedence. Shall we take this one step further then? I'd be happy to let a court of law decide. Your foreign laws don't apply to me. And should you pursue this in Kugane, you'll discover that this merchant prince is untouchable. Oh, I'm well aware of how many officials you have in your pocket back home, Kageyama, which is why I lured you here to order. We've compiled enough evidence to prove you guilty of smuggling soy into the city, and for that particular crime against our foreign laws, you're facing a lengthy sentence indeed. Enjoy your time in the dungeons. Wrecked. Thank you, Royce. Now I need not fear Kageyama or his reprisals. But what is to become of me? Though not entirely by choice, I was, after all, his partner in crime. Don't you worry your head about that, darling. It was your testimony which exposed his smuggling in the first place. Once I'd added in the tale of your extenuating circumstances, I was able to wrangle a deal with the authorities to let you walk free. And just in case that worm wriggled away somehow, I took the liberty of liberating your lady love from Kageyama's associates. Wait, when the hell did he do that? Alright, sure. My beloved! Aww. Cute. My deepest thanks to all of you. You have indeed set us free. You know it must be done, dearest one. You have treated me far more generously than I deserve. On my oath, I shall return to Kugane, close down the festival, and never again stray from the honest path. Before this goes any further, pray hear my request. Our arena was an imitation of your masked carnival. That much is now obvious, but that in itself was never the issue. The problem lay in imitation without permission. If you would but give us your blessing, I would like to continue our performances in some form of joint venture. As an artist, it pains me to deprive our audiences of the venue in which they knew such enjoyment. That's not a terrible proposal. Even for a second-rate copy, your arena was bringing in a tidy profit. Free money. Consider your request granted. From this moment forth, I officially recognise the Fukumen Fighting Festival as the far eastern incarnation of the masked carnival. We can discuss percentages later. In that case, I had best quietly retire my business in Blue Wizardry and establish a proper Kugane chapter of the Blue Mages Guild instead. Oh, got an itch in my throat, just got to drink some water. Yeah, I'm glad she managed to Send him to jail. I applaud your initiative. Don't forget to put my name on the door, though, eh? No disrespect intended, Guildmaster, but after your last outing in Kugane, the locals might be more inclined to join if Nutiba is seen to be in charge. Well, what's that supposed to mean? Well, I think it is time we took our leave. Thank you all again for everything. Aww. Happy ending. And that's my cue to hand things back to the Guildmaster. If I'm to perform properly as the fantastic Azura IV, I have some serious training to catch up on. Pyande has the right of it, darlings. We have legitimate competition now in the Far East, and we cannot let the masked carnival be overshadowed. The show must go on. Thumbs up. He did things too, I guess. You've rolled your pre-fiesta team as Knight, Beastmaster, Thief, and Time Mage. Time Mage, that sounds cool. Can't wait to play FF5 to learn more about those classes. Gogo's art might be inimitable, but you, my friend, are bloody unbeatable. And what's more, your victory is further proof that blue magic is the solution to any complication. I tell you what though, this little adventure has opened my eyes to a whole new world of untapped wonders. If we mean to keep learning from every opportunity in the realm, I think we'll be needing thicker spellbooks. New costumes, new magic, new horizons. Just imagine where we can go from here. Blue Mage. And that was Blue Mage. Well, Mel-chan, you've been chasing down all those untapped wonders we talked about? There's so much blue magic out there still left to learn. I don't know about you, but I'd like to see just how far Azura II can take this art of ours. That's Blue Mage. And we get that outfit. Get that outfit that we wore in the cutscene. That ridiculous hat. Oh, you can turn the mask on and off. That's cool. Why so many female armor have to show the thighs? Or maybe the male one does too? I'm curious to see what this looks like on male characters. So I really like it apart from that. Oh, we get a new weapon too. Predatrice. Ooh, icy. Oh, that's got... Yeah, I should be using that. That's got 2 materia slots. Why am I not using that? Do I still have it? Nope. Okay. Nope. I'll be taking that. Thank you. Nice. At some point I'll look into blue mages and what kind of setups I should be using for, like, healing. Healing is what I'll focus on first. Gotta collect a whole bunch more spells. Look at all these empty spaces. And Stormblood stuff. Learn via Wallaki totem. Ah, is there a totem I don't have yet? No, okay, it's probably just for collecting a certain number of spells. Because I've done all the blue, the Masked Carnival stuff now. There you go, that was Blue Mage. Well, it's already 7 o'clock, and I think my migraine's coming back, so we'll probably skip the role quest for now. We'll do that next time. We'll do White Mage and probably tanking. I'm just curious, where are those... Let's go see which city-states those ones are assigned to. The Japanese trope, and it shows up too much. Supposedly the gap between the bottom of the skirt and the top of the tights, boots, socks, etc. is super attractive. Okay. That explains why all the boots are so huge in this game. The boots usually go up to like here. That explains that. It's everywhere. Yeah, I'll probably do the healing one first, since I'm a healing main. And we'll see how long that is. Oh, that one's in Alamigo. Interesting. Involves $4. Oh, and Arenvold. Oh. Do this now? No, it's a bit late. Alright, I'll save it for next time. Jeez. Good on ya. That one's tanking. Ooh. Yeah, we'll probably do healing and tanking. Lominsa is melee DPS. Doma. Physical range. So Ishgard is magical? Interesting. Well, we should do that next time. Oh yeah, I made myself a glowy King Mog staff. It's great. Alright, well thank you all for watching. I'll just see if there's anyone I want to raid. Yes, it makes Moogle noises, it's great. I love it. I can send you to Keku Manchu, who's playing Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger Randomizer? Yeah, thank you all for watching. Keku Manchu. And I will see you all next time. We'll do some role quests. See ya!